So I'm getting ready to make some brown butter. I have my heat on high for now, and I have my butter right here. So this is a half a pound. You can make a whole pound if you want to. I just happen to want to make just a half a pound. So I'm just gonna throw it in my pot. And you can hear it sizzle. That's what you want to hear. Initially, I like to put it on high, but it doesn't matter. I mean, it'll just go faster if you put it on high. Just make sure that you're careful. Make sure your pot is deep enough. You can see mine's is pretty deep. And you're gonna see it little by little get transformed. That's what it looks like initially. So let me show you what's happening. My heat is still on high, and I've just been swirling it little by little. So you're essentially frying the butter. And you see all those bubbles? That's what you want to see. Still on high. And you don't want to walk away from this. You really want to stand here while you're doing it, just like if you're making caramel, because this is going to go pretty fast. Look at all that on top. Almost looks like a crust. Those are all the milk solids. That's going to cook out, and it's going to become brown, hence the name brown butter. And in case you have a pot that's not this high, you see how mine is pretty high, and you see this bubbling up too high, then you want to turn down the heat. But this is why I recommend using a much larger pot than you think. And already you can tell it's starting to turn color. So look at this, you guys. I turned the heat down to halfway, and do you see all those brown bits? Do you see that? There's your brown butter. This took literally like 3 minutes. And that's it. That's how you make brown butter. You want to have a container. I'm just going to put it in this glass container right there. I'm not going to put it away in the fridge until it cools down a little bit, but you can strain it if you don't want like those brown pieces, which almost look like, you know, little, I don't know, little specks of brown solids. You can strain it if that bothers you, or you can just use it like that. So you see that? It smells delicious, you guys. I hope you try it. So here's my container. I like to use a glass container. I think I like glass always. And it has a top. If you don't have a top, you can just put it in the fridge with, like, you know, covered with plastic wrap. So I'm just gonna pour it in here, and you see all that on the bottom. That's all usually gonna stay at the bottom. So yeah, there we go. Oof. You can leave that behind, you see? So here's our brown butter after it's been in the fridge for a few hours. I mean, it's gonna be solid, just like regular butter when it's in the fridge. You can leave it on the counter if you wanna bring it to room temperature to use it like for baking. I know there's like a really delicious way of making chocolate chip cookies with brown butter, and there's tons of recipes out there for that. People always also like to use it like in sauces, over vegetables, even over fish, like a white fish, make like a sauce with it, and it's really delicious. It's very nutty smelling and tasting. You really, you know, you have to really make it to understand how it tastes and why it's used in so many different recipes. And I'm going to be showing you guys how one recipe that I use it in a video coming up soon. So I hope you guys make the brown butter. It's super easy. It only took about 3 minutes, and that way you'll have it ready for the recipe I'm gonna show you next. Comment below. I'd love to know if you guys use brown butter. What recipe is your favorite to use it with? Thanks for watching.